So if you want to buy a new home before you have to sell your current one, which allows you to go non-contingent on the sale of your home, listen up because we got a really cool program that's going to walk you through how you. Now, in the past, what people have always done is list their home, pray it sells, and then you find a new home while juggling movers, kids, soccer practice, somehow keeping your dog off the couch for showings. And then all of a sudden, it all has to close at the same time, basically on the same day, which is absolutely possible and has been happening like this for years, but it's not easy. It's stressful. And it depends on timing. Now, again, as I mentioned, there's the new kind of smarter way to do this. Now, imagine instead you find a home, you make a clean non-contingent offer, and then you move in. And then once you're in, you list and sell your other home. Now, there's no temporary living situation, no you having to figure out what you're going to do in between, no making sure the timing is going to work out. This program allows you to buy before you sell. Now, here is how the program works. Now, qualifying wise, you need 20% equity in the current home you live in, a minimum of a 660 credit score, and at least 10% down. Now, don't let that scare you away. We're going to talk about options on how to get that 10% down in a couple minutes here. But for now, let's just leave it at that. 20% equity, 660 credit, 10% down. Now, the Max DTI, as opposed to a regular conventional or FHA, is actually 55%. So we don't have to count your current mortgage payment against you, which is the big skipper on this. Because always, any home you can get, you can go qualify for a conventional mortgage, but you have to include both your current and your new payment, unless you do something like a bridge loan or something else. So this program actually allows you to continue paying your current mortgage payment, but exclude it because you have intent to sell for the new home. So as long as you have an intent to sell and you're planning on selling it, then you can absolutely exclude your current mortgage payment when you qualify for the new home. Now, as I mentioned, not everybody falls into the category of, hey, I own 20% of my current home and I have 10% down on my second. Now, the cool thing about this program is we can actually pair this with a 7-day HELOC, and that HELOC will allow you to pull out what you need for the down payment to hit that 10%, as long as you still have 20% of that other house. So let's say, example wise, you own a house that's worth $500,000, you own $300,000 in equity. You need at least 20% of that owned. So that means out of that $500,000 home, you have to own $100,000, which means if you have a loan of $300,000, you have a total of $200,000 in equity, which means you can pull out 20% of your equity to give you up to $400,000 in a loan. You can use that for the down payment on the new home. So once you sell the current home, you're just going to pay it off anyway. So what is this loan? Now, this is actually a first mortgage, not a second, not a bridge, not a HELOC. This is a true first mortgage. The rate is going to be really competitive because it's still based on credit score and down payment. Now, what's really cool with this program as well is it also works if you're a business owner with bank statements. So there's so many different really cool options, and so many people right now are sitting in this place of, I need to try to figure out how I can sell before I buy a home. And realistically, you don't. So while not everybody's going to qualify for this loan, this is a really cool option, and it's worth seeing if you can do it, because if not, there are other options to get you in there. Now, again, the fact that you can pair this with a HELOC, the fact that you can exclude your current mortgage payment, and even if you don't exclude your current mortgage payment, if you decide you want to rent out your current home after, there's no penalizing on it. You're allowed to do that as well. You just have to have some sort of plan, and that's why they require the 12 months of reserves to cover both mortgage payments. The biggest benefits of this and why it works so good, it works in any market, but especially powerful when you don't want to make a contingent offer, slowing you down. You don't want to have to sell your home before you purchase the new one. You need time to clean, paint, or prep your old house for the best dollar in order to really do a good job with it, but you need to move out in order to do. Also allows you to do vacant showings on your house, so you can already move out by the time you start doing showing, allowing you to clean it, make everything look pretty, stage it, make it nice, and get top dollar for the house. Also, if you're buying in a hot market and need to move fast, this allows you to do a non-contingent offer. So this helps you take your time and helps the seller feel confident in you. So if you've got equity and don't have the stomach for juggling the time frames, let's talk. I'll run numbers, see if this is a smart move. Call or text me. And if you found like these videos are helpful that talk about loan programs, please let me know in the comments below. I do these programs because a lot of people don't understand what's available to them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.